happening, guys?
Yeah.
All right, Lou Pizarro here hanging out with Fern B.
Yep.
My Ginger Bree, and Randy.
Yeah, I'm back here.
I'm excited. Anna Vergara, she's not in today, so we miss you, my dear.
Yeah.
Mendoza. I tell you what, though, man, we're hanging out here with Influencia Director Extraordinaire Pablo Aura Langer.
Hey, how are you?
¿Qué pasó, man?
Very good, very good.
Oh,
Everything
man,
going
you're
great.
awesome, brother.
Thank you, my
And
friend.
you're hot looking, too.
Oh, thanks.
But you know who's hotter than you?
I know many people who's hotter than me.
Carlos Gallardo. That's right, guys. Ready to count one. El Mariachi himself. Woo!
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Good. How are you?
Ay, ay, ay. Woo!
You
Carlos
know a few
Gallardo.
words.
You want to put that thing?
Hey, brother. First, I gotta say, man, thanks for bringing Pablo. He's a cool cat, historian, obviously, and thanks for the wine and the cigar, bro.
Hey.
Dude, I'm like, look at
I'm a
the cigar.
I'm a classy man.
Oh my gosh, he brought me a Julieta, and he brought 2016. Bro, tell us about this wine real quick. I'm sorry, man.
No, it's a French wine. I think that
oui.
I think that in the 70s the French were beaten by Napa Valley. I'm a fan of Napa Valley.
Oh yeah.
But Napa Valley, it's becoming a little bit like what Sundance used to be for filmmakers.
Oh.
Sundance used to be a great place for filmmakers. Now it's become too elitistas.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that French wine is coming back, and I think that either Napa Valley needs to start, thinking about what are the prices are so high on Napa Valley.
Yeah. You know what Napa Valley, they get hooked on those Teslas.
Now, does French wine taste like wee-wee?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good wee. If wee tastes like that, I'm drinking wee every night. I'll tell you right now.
Wow.
I ain't got no shame in my game, guys. So I'm really excited. Look, we got like filmmakers extraordinaire in the house. We got icons here. So, Pablo.
Yes.
¿Cómo estás, hermano?
Muy bien, muchas
Where are
gracias.
you from? Let's tell the audience where you're from.
I'm from Mexico City.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you were born there, and how long have you been living there?
I was born in Mexico City in the Miscuac barrio.
Okay.
And I was born and raised there. And then, I moved to study filmmaking to Spain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
It's starting to come out.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I came back to Mexico, and then one day I said, oh, hell, let's go to LA. Why not? And
Okay,
then-
that's interesting.
yeah.
And
Mexico,
so
LA, same thing.
you're from Mexico, like our PR and our dear friend Kayla, who's in the audience, hanging out there. All right, so that's interesting. So how did you and Carlos Gallardo meet? I want to know the story, man. Tell me, tease me.
Okay.
That's a cool story.
This is fun. So I was finishing film school, right?
Uh-huh.
So my dad tells me something like, hey, okay, it's very cool that you finish film school, but what are you doing now with your life? And I say, I want to travel, do this and that. And he said, oh, cool. And what else? I say, okay, I got to find work, right? And he said, oh, it's fun that you mentioned work because I just canceled your American Express. So I said, oh, yeah, then I really need to find work. But he also gave me this card with a name, and there was a name of a producer. And so I called this producer, and she hired me. Of course, my first job in the industry as a PA.
Wow.
So I was a PA. So PA just brings coffee to the set and chairs and stop the traffic. But this was not any movie. This was Carlos Gallardo's movie. He was filming in Mexico.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, and so of course he was the star and the producer together with Robert Rodriguez, but I was like the lowest.
You're a
fish.
PA. We get.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think he reminds me from that day.
Wow.
But several years later, my film Influencia was at this film festival in Vegas, and I just was, I don't know, going into this into this hall where the award ceremony was taking place, and I just sit down and I see this guy and I say, oh man, I know you. And he's like, yeah, of course, I'm in Mariachi, of course, you know. And I was like, yeah, I know you because of that, but I also know you because I was with you in Curandero. And he was like, oh, really? And he found a picture from back
I have
then.
a picture in my phone.
Yeah.
I keep the files.
Nice.
And I said, wait a minute, let me see. Because you know how many people I get that they sit down
like,
and,
I know you.
I know you. Or they tell somebody else, I know him. And I go like, who said that? No.
Bro, you know how many cousins I have that I don't even know who the hell they are? I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I also have like 200 cousins.
Yeah.
Some of them live in LA.
Well, wait till you start getting all the child support bills like I do. No, I'm just kidding. Wow. So, okay.
Just don't have children. That's why.
I got 6 years for grandkids.
That's
man.
I only have one.
secret,
That's
We're good. Wow. So you met him there on that movie. Okay. So now this was some time ago. So you guys are at a different place in your relationship today.
Yeah, exactly. After that,
Well, we reconnected there.
Yeah, we
on
reconnected
Vegas.
there on the Vegas Film Festival,
Okay.
and we started speaking and chatting, and I don't know, we had a lot of fun that evening. I remember we both won some awards at this festival.
Yeah, we won 2. He won 1. We were nominated for 3 or 4, but we lost other
Well,
ones.
you still won. You lost one.
But
You
I wish
still
I would have won all of them.
Well, that sounds like Randy. Randy was nominated for the Emmy. So
Yeah.
Bravo.
I'm such a loser, but thanks.
yeah, outstanding. So wow, that's exciting, guys. We have Influencia director Pablo Aura Langer, and of course our good friend and awesome actor producer. This guy does it all, Carlos Gallardo. He brought me a cigar and wine, so I got to pump him up. That's right. El Mariachi himself. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back on Repo Radio. So we're hanging out with Carlos Gallardo and Pablo Langer. You guys going to go to the cruise, man? You want to go to the cruise with us?
I'm in the cruise.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am driving though.
Pablo, you like Ozomatli?
Yeah, of course.
Cozumel.
Cozumel. That's right, man.
I like Ozomatli and Cozumel and all of that.
All right. I think it's something we can do, man.
Absolutely.
If you guys want to go, I will set it up. We're going to have a blast, guys. It's phenomenal. We're going to make memories. You're going to love it. I'm telling
It's
you.
amazing.
Yeah, if you guys like those bands, we're also going to have Trenier, Daz Band, Climax, Evelyn Champagne King, Heatwave, The Manhattans, The Midnighters, GQ, Sly Slick and Wicked, Sonny Ozuna, Pepe Marquez, Brittany Nicole, and much more, man.
I'm buying it.
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
my manager? Manager, buy the ticket.
That's
please.
right, theoldschoolcruise.com, and she was going on. Tell them Captain Lou sent you. Time for celebrity birthdays this week, brought to you by GTScredit.com. Monday, Steve Buscemi, 64. The eyes, right? The eyes, right, Randy? Jamie Foxx is 54.
Oh.
You freak, you. Dick Van Dyke is 96, and he is still kicking. I thought he was dead.
I thought it was that too.
Carlos Gallardo thought he was dead.
I thought.
Yeah,
I am so sorry for Dick.
Yeah,
Van
yeah.
Dyke.
96, man. Outstanding. Sir Taylor Swift is 32. I think that's one of your favorites, right, Randy?
No, not my cup of tea. Sorry.
Not your cup of tea. Who was your cup of tea? Who was it?
Depends what decade we're talking
It was
about,
in her
you know.
genre. It was like her competition. Who was it?
In that genre?
Yeah.
Kind of country crossover?
Yeah, it was that girl. What's the other girl's name?
Shania Twain?
No, man, come on. Shania Twain is twice as her age. It was someone else that you like. It'll come to me. Anyways,
Yeah, it'll
all
come
right,
to me.
G. Wallace is 73. Oh, there's your cup of
Don
tea.
Johnson. Wow.
Oh, Wednesday. Don Johnson is 72. Yeah, Michelle Dockery, Downtown Abbey, 40. Helen Slater, 58.
Legend of Billie Jean.
Thursday, Benjamin Bratt is 58.
54.
Carlos, did you ever see that La Misión with Benjamin Bratt?
No, I Benjamin Bratt went to cast for Desperado.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he did Blood In, Blood Out.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that in the Marines.
Yeah, it was the same age where all those movies from El Mariachi and Blood In, Blood Out were popping out.
At that time, dude, he was pretty hot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I heard
All
when he
right.
was young, he was a brat.
Was he? That punk. All right, he's 58. Christian Ritter.
I think he
James
still is.
Oh, wow. Christian Ritter's 40. Comedian JB Smoot, 56. Director, writer Shane Black is 60. All right. let's talk about
Shane Black. Wow.
Shane Black. So he did the latest Predator. He was in the first Predator.
Yeah.
So he was.
Hawkins.
Hawkins, yeah, and he got killed. And then he ended up directing the last one. Did you guys like the last one?
I haven't seen it.
The Predator?
last one?
The one that the first scene, they're flying and they drop.
No,
drop
that
stuff.
was Predators.
Predator.
That was the one with Danny Trejo Machete.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
The
This one
latest
is
one.
The Predator.
The Predator was phenomenal, and
No,
they're
I
going to do a
haven't seen it.
sequel. And you know what I liked about it, Randy?
What?
Is that it looks like they're heading towards the Avenger, because when they found out that suit, and he goes, "I hope they have it in a 42 long." Remember that? It was that whole like Iron Man suit to stop the predators that are going to invade. That's what they were alluding to. I'm excited. Shane Black. So hopefully he gets his head out of his ass. and
Predator
gets it
is
done.
from 20th Century Fox.
Yes.
So I'm wondering how 20th Century Fox is going to collude with Disney with all this heroes.
Very good.
So I'm already thinking business-wise.
The multiverse.
Indeed, you are.
The multiverse.
Facebook. All right, guys, where are we at? All right, we are at Miranda. Lord of the
Miranda.
Rings.
Miranda.
Oh, yeah.
54. Where's your special effects, Randy?
Oh, my hands are kind of...
Oh, he's busy. We
Bill.
had to leave.
We got Bill.
This guy's a Lord of the Rings fan. All right, guys. Friday, Manny Pacquiao. That's right. Boxer extraordinaire, legend, icon. He's 43 years old.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Bill Pullman, 68. Ghostbuster Ernie Hudson, 76.
Wow.
Director Ryan Johnson, 48.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, Pablo. Did you see that?
Mila is 46.
Mila Jovovich is 46. She's hot,
No,
dude.
no.
She's
Mila,
hot, bro.
I
wanted to have a baby with her after Sandra Bullock.
I never thought Mila was younger than me. Then I'm 45.
Are you kidding me? When she was speaking that foreign language in that Bruce Willis movie, what was that, Randy?
The fifth element.
Man, are you
El
kidding
Cinco Elemento.
me? Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah, you know what? It could be right. It could be right because I saw the fifth element, but it could be right.
Yeah, anyways.
Giovanni
Ribisi, 47.
47.
Eugene Levy is 75. Sarah Paulson, 47. Bernard Hill, Lord of the Rings,
Another
77.
Lord of the Rings.
Pope Francis is 85. Wow.
Okay, Argentino.
All right. And Carlos Gallardo is 37.
30. Well, I'm going to be 38.
38?
38 is special.
Pablo Holy.
We are the same age.
Oh, okay. All right, guys, the box office. All right. Number one, West Side Story, $11 million. And we're talking American dollars, not pesos,
Yeah, I was
guys.
very surprised.
Yeah. It's crazy. Different world today.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah, it's like not a lot of people, right?
No, man.
I
It's a
would.
pity. It's an awesome movie.
I'm gonna wanna now. I wanna go see West Side Story. Why did I think that it was a different movie or whatever?
Sure.
Whatever my thought was, it's been debunked. I guess.
I hear you, man. Number two, Encanto, $9.4 million.
Encanto. But what's Encanto about?
It's animation. It's animated. It's kind of like, remember Coco?
Yeah.
Same concept. It's very good. It's magical powers,
So
and the young girl.
We got
she does it.
we got a Latino at number 2.
Latino, exactly. Beautiful movie. You got to see it,
Oh,
guys.
my God.
Number three, Ghostbusters Afterlife, $7.1 million. Still kicking ass. Randy, you liked it, right?
Oh, I
It's the
loved
girls,
it.
right?
I
I
liked
loved it.
You loved it,
Yes.
Great story, guys. Number four, House of Gucci, $4.1 million.
Yeah.
All right.
I have
Five,
to watch it. I have a screener.
Eternals.
Eternals.
3.1 million. Did you see that, Carlos?
I haven't seen Eternals.
Pablo?
No, not yet.
Randy, you seen it?
Not yet. Hopefully I
No
can
mames,
see it.
wait.
I got to see it.
Oh, can I say that on the
No.
radio?
I think there's an old girlfriend there
fine.
that I'm really pissed off about, but that's fine.
No way.
I'm not saying nothing.
Well, there's only one girl in there,
I
dude.
said.
When we come
Yeah.
back, we got to hear about that.
Oh, my
No,
God.
there
Really?
is no way. No.
Hey, bro, can I kiss you? Did you kiss her? If you kissed her, I want to kiss you.
And more than that.
I just want to kiss you. That's it, bro.
Wait, number 6, Influenza.
Number 6, Influencia.
Influencia.
Directed by
Yeah.
Pablo Aura Langer.
By
That's right.
Pablo and El Mariachi
Presented
kicking.
by Carlos Gallardo. That's right, from El Mariachi and Once Upon a Time in
Now
Mexico.
at number 6, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you just have to go to the Lamley Theater.
Lamley Theaters.
Lamley.
Yeah,
Which one is it? At number
City
5?
Center,
Santa Monica.
City Center?
Yeah.
No, City Center number 5.
Yeah,
Which
correct.
is where? It's in Ventura, I think.
Encino.
Encino.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all over the place. We'll go check it out, guys. You guys want to take me on a hot date? Trust me. Invite me, and we'll go watch Influencia. Directed by Pablo Aura Langer, presented by Carlos Gallardo.
Yes, sir.
Repo Radio. Let's take a break, dude, and we'll be right back. I think. I don't know. That's right, guys. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Oh my gosh, we're hanging out with Influencia movie director Pablo Aura Langer, and of course presented by our good friend Carlos Gallardo and Mariachi himself. How you guys doing, man?
Awesome, really good. Thank you for having us here.
And we're having a party, aren't we? A Christmas party.
Absolutely.
A Christmas party.
Santa Claus would be proud.
We already had pizza.
Oh yeah, pizza, wine, cigars, cookies.
How's your cigar, by the way?
Oh, thank you, man. It's a Romeo and Juliet. Phenomenal. You can never go wrong with this. So okay, Pablo.
Yeah.
What influenced you? How did this movie come about?
Okay, so we wanted to make a film that we could do like El Mariachi.
Wow.
Yeah, with whatever we have in hand. You know, in the book they say we had a turtle and a bar, you know, and so we made a guitar. So it was the same. We said, what can we do with whatever we have in hand?
Okay.
So the genre that I like the most is like thriller, but mixed with some fantasy, you know, realismo mágico. Like there's magic in things that happen every day, that there's magic everywhere.
Okay.
So that's what I wanted to place this story in the middle of one of these huge project buildings that exist in Mexico.
Okay.
So in Mexico City, we have this huge project building called Tlatelolco that is very iconic. So I thought in this very place, you could have like this Rapunzel, like this fairy tale next to a guy who's just like a low-level young criminal. So it's this story about these two different universes that collide and suddenly meet each other, and then a story starts between them.
Wow, I gotta tell you, I was like amazed with the twist. It's like I was surprised. I'm like, huh? And those are the type of movies I like. I think, Randy, don't you like those movies with the great twist?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love a twist that has me guessing, because I like to plan ahead in a movie, and when you catch me off guard, I love it. I love
and
that
I have
feeling.
another thing that is really crazy, that this movie happens during a pandemic.
Wow.
So these guys, and of course I wrote and filmed this before the pandemic, and these guys are wearing the masks, and they're speaking about the vaccines and all these theories that now we speak about, that where does the virus comes from and all of that. And at that time everybody was like, why are you speaking about a pandemic? But now when people saw at the premiere in Hollywood the film, everybody was like, oh, this is so normal because we speak about this every day. So this is the film that predicted the pandemic.
Wow.
I think there's some witchcraft going on there. It's like, wow.
In the movie, there absolutely. You know what's crazy is
good
like,
witchcraft.
We're going, and I love movies, and I was amazed. And this young actors. Look, if you could tell me about three of the main actors on there. Tell me about the three main actors as a director.
Well, the thing with the main actors is amazing because we didn't have money to hire a casting director, right? So what I did was that we did like an open casting. So when I came to the office at 9 a.m., we had like people like all around outside the street and around the corner and everywhere. And we were casting people all day long, one after the other. At 11 p.m., the last person to come in was Alejandra Cárdenas.
Wow.
She waited 7 hours in the sun, in the everything. And then she came in, and I saw her coming into the office, and I thought, this is the girl.
Wow.
She's the
Nice.
one. So
Good.
it was really magical.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
And then some of these supporting actors are famous.
Yeah. We have Gerardo Taracena, who is in Narcos, and who was
Apocalypto?
in Apocalypto, Mel Gibson's Apocalypto, and he's like an amazing actor.
Sure.
And he's the bad guy, and he has all the talent to play this amazing role. And then of course we have the other supporting actress, who's my mom, Veronica Langer.
Wow! Woo!
Yeah.
Surprise!
Yeah. She's a two-time Mexican Academy Award winner, so she's a big actress in Mexico, and she's of course part of the film as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Now, I
Carlos?
assume you didn't have to pay her that much, right? You got away with,
Well, to be honest, she was a co-producer of the film.
Okay.
Oh,
Back in points.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, for me, I want to know a little bit about the director photography. Tell me.
Yeah, well, we have
Yeah, it's
this,
beautifully shot.
this amazing director of photography. Her name is Sara Purgatorio.
A woman, can you believe it?
She's an Italian
Very, very nice.
DOP. She's super talented, and she's very much into this beauty photography. And we had to cover an entire building in Colonia Roma in the middle of Mexico City with a black blanket,
Wow.
so she could control the light the way she wanted. So this was crazy, especially for a tiny movie like the one we were shooting with very small budget. But when you see the photography, it looks amazing.
Well, I hope what I'm about to say gives it justice, Carlos and Pablo. Like, and me watching what I've seen about it, it kind of, it gives me reference in style and caliber of two films that I really enjoyed. And one of them was, of course, Best Picture winner with Roma. Remember that?
Yeah.
And The Book of Eli with Denzel Washington. So it has, because I was so surprised watching The Book of Eli, and I was just surprised to find out. I don't want to spoil the movie, but you got to watch it. I was so surprised that I had that same feeling, when I watched these two movies, especially with Denzel Washington. So congratulations on that. This is something that you guys should really, really be proud of, and I'm sure you are. So what's the next step for you, Pablo?
Well, actually, Carlos Gallardo and myself, we are producing now a new film that is called The Rite of Santa Muerte,
Wow.
which is a horror film that takes from this old legend of La Santa Muerte.
Oh.
Yeah, so it happens in the middle of the desert. It's a Mexican-American family that goes to live back to the family old town in the middle of the desert in Mexico, and the little kid start to have this connection with La Santa Muerte. And if you know about La Santa Muerte,
Claro.
well, there's a lot of people who think that this is a new thing,
Sure.
but it's not. It comes all the way back from before the Spaniards came to America. So it's a very old goddess that was reinterpreted, and now we have a very amazing horror film coming up next year.
Wow. Congratulations on that, man. So Carlos, are you, what are you doing in this movie besides producing? Are you going to act in it?
No, I'm supervising everything.
Really? Okay.
And working very close with Pablo, and to deliver a good movie. A good product.
All right. Fair enough, man. That's pretty exciting news. So we're going to take a little break, guys, on Repo Radio, and we'll be right back with Influencia director Pablo Aura and Carlos Gallardo and Mariachi. Luke Pizarro, that's right, guys. We're hanging out with Influencia director Pablo Aura, and of course, presented by Carlos Gallardo. That's right, El Mariachi himself. And Redcon 1. By the way, Carlos, real quick, Redcon 1, dude, I love that freaking cowboy hat. That was badass, dude.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I have a cowboy hat. I'm like a cowboy guy. Like, literally, man. So, Pablo, tell me, where can the audience find you and where can they watch your movie?
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram or Twitter. My handle is my name, Pablo Aura, just like that, Pablo Aura, Pablo Aura, Pabloaura. And the film is not yet, well, you can see it at the Lamley Theaters right now, but in March it will be available on platforms.
Okay, so it's limited release right now
Yeah.
on Lamley, so that's great. And then we're probably going to find it on a big platform here coming up in the future, I'm sure.
Correct.
Phenomenal film, great. The photography and the storyline is great, and that young actress is phenomenal, and the twist is just badass, guys. I'm telling you, got to see it. So, and of course, presented by Carlos Gallardo. That's right, and Mariachi himself, man. So, Carlos, you know what I'm going to ask you, right, bro? What's this whole thing about Red 11?
Red 11.
What is up, man? Like, you did Redcon 1. I remember that whole journey. It was phenomenal. Great movie.
Many people think that Red 11 is Redcon 2.
Uh-huh.
And I did predict that. to
That's
be
what I
honest
thought.
with you. I have to be cocky enough to say I predicted that scenario. Some people in South by Southwest they texted me and they go, "Oh, we're gonna go see your film. You know, it's about zombies and everything." I go, "No, that's Red Con 1. You're gonna go see Red 11." So yes, Red 11, another $7,000 film done by Robert Rodriguez and myself. Robert actually he did the film with his son, so he took care of all that stuff. You know?
I told you, Randy. What did I say? Didn't I say that?
Didn't you say it was Danny Trejo's son?
No.
Oh, it was his. Okay,
No, it's Robert's-
I stand
Robert's
corrected.
son.
I mean, I stand corrected. I know it was somebody's
Robert's
son.
son.
Yeah, Robert's son. There you go.
So I'm not even helping, not even to do any boom thing or anything. So it was between him and his son, and they pulled it off, and I think they did a great job. You know.
Exciting, man. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. So I can't wait to see Redcon 2. I'm just kidding.
or Single Action, which is another film made for $11,000. So the only films that are in that realm is El Mariachi for $7,000. After that is Single Action for $11,000.
Wow.
That's on iTunes. So anybody that goes out there and wants to rent it out, that's on iTunes. And then Red 11, which is in all platforms, and it's yet another $7,000 film. But at the end of the day, I think that El Mariachi is still a classic film, and the story behind it, it's what is so special about it. So we can all make 100 $7,000 movies.
I want to do mine.
But unfortunately, El Mariachi is the king still.
Absolutely, and it's going to go down in history. It's an iconic film. We all know it.
You can't do two stories together. I mean, there's only one story and that's it. You can't do it again. There's no way. There's no reason. You can't. And there's other directors
but
that
I want
that want. No, there's other directors that actually want to make another 7,000, which is fine. But
I got one coming out in April.
But
Psychic Visions.
Hopefully, when they do their $7,000 film, it's based on the fact that they were inspired by Mariachi, which is good.
Absolutely. You know how much money Home Depot made off selling ladders because of that movie?
No.
And
a lot.
Wheelchairs.
I got an idea. Okay. Well, Robert has been working in the Star Wars universe. So why don't we do like El Mandaloriachi?
El Mandaloriachi.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Okay, Robert, tweet me.
Despelando.
Oh my gosh!
I'm doing a poster. That's it. I'm gonna do a poster.
Put me in it, cabrón.
And you know what? I would have been a very happy actor to be wearing that thing. that whole what do you?
The Mandalorian.
Yeah, the helmet.
The helmet.
And I would not for a single second, I would be like angry about it or.
Like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, Pedro's complaining a lot.
Or complain.
He's complaining? I will bitch slap him.
I would not even complain.
No, he's not.
Took the helmet in the
Not a
end.
one single moment I would complain.
Bro, I need to bring him back down to earth. He's really complaining?
He was.
Yeah, he was complaining.
Pedro, hey, Lou Pizarro, now, en serio. Tranquilo, homeboy, okay? Cálmate. No, Carlos,
You're
how
a
many people I
legend,
had to
brother.
bring down to earth?
I think that Carlos Gallardo is coming for the Mandalorian.
Oh, yes.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Mira, Pedro
I
Pascal,
think that's
mira,
what's gonna
homeboy.
happen.
Si no te calmes, when I see you, I'm going to hug you and I'm going to kiss you right in the lips, homeboy. Para que se te quite, okay?
Y una cachetada.
Yeah. I have my sister do that. She's good at the cachetadas.
Una cachetada.
I'm a hugger and a kisser. My sister's the one that slaps people.
Those jobs a lot of people don't appreciate.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
And
Look,
and it's sad not to appreciate stuff.
I appreciate what I have and what I do. I'm happy with whatever I have, whatever I get. I don't complain, man. I just move forward. So I'm surprised. This is the first that I heard that Pedro Pascal is complaining
It's all over,
about the mask.
It's not. It's something. I'm not saying that. It's everywhere.
Well, Randy said I didn't know that. I'm like, Pedro, no mami's way. He's Mexican, right?
It's everywhere. No, he's Chilean.
Chile. From Chile.
Oh, he's Chile?
Sí.
No, ahora tranquilo, homeboy, because I have a lot of contacts in Chile, homeboy. Yeah. I know everybody at Canal 3 out there.
Chileno.
So tranquilo, okay?
Sí.
You know what I'm saying? You need to be cool, man, with all the earthquakes you guys are having over there. You need to be a different person. He's like complaining? Oh my God!
Like
I'm gonna talk to Juan Guerra.
Like I said, I didn't say it. It's out there.
It's everywhere.
It's out there.
He might have been just trying to renegotiate for more money. You know, could be one of the things.
But why would you? I mean,
when is the second season coming
would you
out?
do that?
Where are we at?
I mean, he shouldn't complain because look at Anthony Daniels. He never was seen, and he was in the costume. He did the voice, and he was never seen. So, all right, C-3PO.
I like Obi-Wan Kenobi. His contract was amazing.
Oh,
and he's like, don't pay me. I'll just get 1% out of the whole Star Wars thing. And guess what? It worked out amazing.
Oh yeah, guys, it definitely worked out.
That's pretty much the way I think.
We're hanging out, guys, with Influencia director Pablo Aura Langer and Carlos Gallardo, El Mariachi himself. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. 94.3, 102.5 FM in the High D, the place to be, Repo Radio. I'm like, okay, where did I fly in and where I'm like, I was excited.
Texas.
And I said the reason I invited you because I know that you're here and
you don't need to travel.
So I need to. So next time you're in the list of premieres that are in Texas,
I'm there, bro. You don't have to tell me, man. I can fly anywhere like this. When I was in the Marine Corps, I used to drive so much. I used to drive to Florida in 48 hours.
But that's me. I still do it.
Yeah,
Really?
I still do that.
I won't do it anymore.
In a straight line, if you know what I mean.
If you reach
with my dog, dude.
If you research Anthony Hopkins, me and him have the same problem. We are driveholics.
Oh.
Wow.
So Anthony Hopkins stopped driving after Silence of the Lambs. He went to El Paso. Mm-hmm. He went to a hotel, tried to check in, and the lady goes, it's Lex Luthor. So then he stopped. I think he stopped at 75 or so.
Man.
But Repo Man was much bigger than him. He got to tell you the story about how he lost 145 or 180. 180 pounds.
180.
Oh, really?
I was 420.
I had to say it.
I was 420.
Because you keep looking better and better when I come here, and I'm like, this guy's looking better and better.
Yeah, I'm working it, man.
You weighed more than that, no?
I was 427 at my biggest. Oh, that was a lot, dude.
No, and I saw and I met you.
Yeah, when I was that big.
I met you. I mean, I don't know.
No, when we were doing
how
radio,
big it was,
when I met you in Westlake.
But it was before.
Yeah.
When I came, it was way before that.
Yeah, I was a big boy, man. I was. One of the things was that I used to eat carnitas and tortillas and gorditas and burritos.
That was not the reason. That was not the reason.
I used to snore, man. My son would like, Dad, I'm scared. You need to go on a diet because I'm worried about you.
My dad used to do that.
And I'm like, what you worried about, son? He goes, it's because you make funny noises in your sleep. I go, like what? He goes, no,
like
you're going to hit me if I tell you.
Like if you're about to die.
Yeah, and he says, Dad, it's because when you're snoring, you sound like this.
That's a different one.
Oh
That's another one.
I'm like, cabrón, that's your mother. That wasn't me.
Do that again. I want to hear that. What was that?
And yeah, I guess I do get to hit it twice. That was your mom, cabrón. That wasn't me. That's right, guys. Party time, Repo Radio. We are hanging out with Influencia director Pablo Aura Langer.
Hey, how's everyone?
Oh, yeah, baby. And, of course, Carlos Gallardo, El Mariachi himself. Well, we're having a blast, guys. We kind of tell you what's going on behind the scenes, but it's wild. Right, Fern?
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, brother?
I feel good, man.
Okay.
I feel good.
Just checking, man. You look
it's
good.
Cold. It's cold.
I love the cold.
All right. Ginger Bree, where you at, hon?
I'm here.
Look at our little Ginger Bree. There you go, my little actress right there. Carlos, you know, she's like a hands actress. She does like her hands.
I did that once.
Amongst other things. Yeah, she's a hot young chick, dude. It's like, yeah, so I think, Pablo, you got to put her in your next movie, bro.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even if you kill her off in 30 seconds, that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
That's one of the things I always tell my friends. It's like they come and they put me in a movie, Carlos, but you know I have to kill you because I'm the good guy and you're the bad guy.
That's right, man. So great story how you guys met. So just to kind of recap on that. So how do you feel today, like meeting Carlos Gallardo and being where you're at today?
Well, it's really cool because for us as young filmmakers, like El Mariachi and all this story, these two Mexican guys taking over Hollywood with a $6,000 film or whatever. $7,000.
Siete.
That was like amazing. And then I met him on this set, but he was like the producer and the star, you know. But then to be together in this film festival.
But I was cool, wasn't it? Good on that. I was
Yeah, I
I
mean,
wasn't an asshole.
No, not at all. But I mean, I was just a PA, you know? PAs are just, I don't know, nobody really
No,
respects
PAs are important here in the United States. They're like literally like physician assistants. So you like save people's lives. And a PA saves people's lives because you know, if I don't have coffee on shit, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
So you're saving our lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you.
And you're bringing chairs so people can rest and all of that.
But now you're like a kick-ass director, bro. Influencia, ching, wow, that was badass.
Yeah, I mean, then I started to write a lot of screenplays, and then at some point I say, well, I should do my El Mariachi film. Just find whatever I can find, scrape money from here and there, and then I just say, okay, let's go and shoot this film. And then producers came on board, and then suddenly, after 6 days of shooting, we ran out of money.
Typical in Hollywood. We know the feeling, bro.
We know the feeling.
And it was like, so the schedule was like 28 days, and we ran out of money on the 6th day. So that was like not the best spot to be in. But we had a cool sizzle reel, you know?
Wow.
And then with that cool sizzle reel, we started, I don't know, shopping for money. And then eventually the Mexican government gave us some money, and then we got money from friends, from family, from everyone. And 1 year later, we were able to come back and shoot the rest of the film.
Nice.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
See, and that's I'm big on that. It's like most people, they start judging. I go, no, I mean, don't judge. The one thing you want to do is like, they got it done. Get it done, and then move on from there. You know, and that being said, it's one of the things that now you got the film, you're doing it, but now te está apoyando, you got somebody supporting you like Carlos Gallardo. How does that feel to have Carlos Gallardo support you on this project?
It feels amazing. The thing is that after Vegas, we started to connect and we became friends, and I sent him my film. And he was like, oh, this is cool. But then at some point he was like, oh, why don't we just show it? Let's do a premiere. And so we made a premiere here in Hollywood, and you were there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And thanks for the invite, Carlos. So this is not easy, bro. You have everybody coming at you with film projects,
and
with scripts. I know you do, bro, because I got some that I sent you, and you're like, no. so
I'm very picky.
You picked him. Why?
He can make a movie with a camera. I've worked with other directors that are studio directors. I call them studio directors, not that they are working with studios or anything, but some people need all the departments to help make a movie, which is fine. I'm not against that either. But since 2007, I went out to the world, and I knew I needed to be a voice to help other directors. And I know that a lot of people say you inspire a lot of people. Your books inspire a lot of people. Your movie inspires a lot of people. And I got this message from up above and they kept saying, you need to keep doing that. You need to keep doing that. And obviously, my actor side and my producer side is like, no, we gotta go make movies and, the hell with everybody. But no, it's been... I really enjoy it nowadays. I really enjoy to give somebody the spotlight. Because it's not about me, it's always about us,
Wow.
The spotlight is very... And Hollywood doesn't give spotlights to anybody.
I have to interject in that because, Pablo,
Yes.
the situation you're in is rare. Because I got to tell you right now, everybody's in it for themselves. To find someone of caliber like Carlos Gallardo to support you as a director, it's rare. I'm telling you, I've been through that fight. I've been through those brick walls, those wrenches. Fern has been through that. We've worked on projects together. Randy knows. We've all been through that. Bro, what you got here is special, man. And I got to, Carlos, I commend you for that because that is us as as humanity, as humans. That's what our job is. That's what we're supposed to be doing, and most people don't do that. So I got to say, this is a rare thing. And I commend Carlos. I commend you for that. That's phenomenal.
And I think also it's a recipe. I think the recipe was there. I think there is a recipe.
Sure.
Because I was thinking about how can I explain this. I was 3 hours ago. I was like, I think there's a recipe. And I think that the recipe was like, you bring me stuff, and I see your product. But one of the things that sparked out from Pablo and his team was that when we spoke for the first time, because we know each other, since Vegas and since Curandero, but we actually spoke each other in business. So while we were doing that business transaction deal and going through ideas, one of the things that really sparked up was that they really believe in marketing. And Hollywood is only about marketing. Hollywood is marketing.
Sure.
It's marketing. And I saw that light. Is
Yeah,
that the
that
light?
Yeah. So the light's there.
The
and
light.
Hollywood is
Everybody
marketing.
was looking at the light. I'm going like,
One
is
of the
that
things
light?
in Hollywood is they always talking about bankable actors. And we'll talk about that later. But we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. Wow, man. So, all right, we're hanging out with director Pablo Aura y Carlos Gallardo. He spelled your name wrong, bro, right here.
No, it's fine.
What?
Is
It's
it?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
All right,
fine.
just checking,
It's
man.
fine. Yeah.
Oops.
So,
problem.
Pablo, if there's an actor that you can direct, who would it be?
Not me.
Carlos Gallardo said.
Not me.
Bela Lugosi.
He's dead. Come on, no mames.
Well, you told me any actor.
Alive. I'm sorry.
If there's any actor. Oh, Damian Bichir.
Yes, outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite Damien Bashir movie?
I love so many films. He made in Mexico so many films.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So before he was talking English, he was doing Mexican
Oh,
movies.
Can you believe that?
No sabía. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Did you know that, Randy?
When I was studying filmmaking, I sent him a script for one of my short films,
Wow.
which he turned out. I mean, he didn't want to do it, but anyway, I always wanted to work with
Pablo
him.
is a very nice man.
I can tell.
Because if that would have been me, I would have said, "You'll never be working with me, Damian."
you know what's so funny is that a friend of mine sent me a script or whatever you call it, because he knows I don't do auditions. I'm not an actor.
Yeah.
So he says, "Hey, I want you to do a tape audition for this movie where you play a gardener," and I'm like, "All right, I'll give it a shot." And I'm like talking to this guy that's climbing up this palm tree, and I'm talking to this guy, and I'm the boss of gardeners and this and that. I forgot what the movie was, but I went to go watch the movie. When it came out and it was Damien Bashir, I go, so him and I were going for the same role. I'm like, no one can ever beat him. That role was for him. He was a gardener and his son stole the truck and he went,
Oh, I saw that movie.
It was great. No
I
one
saw
could
the
beat
movie.
him on that.
I saw the
But
movie.
I was, it was great. So, So that's good. I appreciate that. That's an honest thing. So
That's good. That's good. Let's
What
move
about
on.
Javier Bardem? Javier Bardem would be also a dream
Oh,
to
that'd be
direct.
awesome.
oh wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So going back to Dracula, I have a friend of mine who he has a script and I have a role in it, and I'm going to produce it as well, and it's called Rip to Shreds. And the guy's grandfather was Lon Chaney, who played the werewolf. So this is Ron Chaney. He has a studio here in Burbank, showing the script called Rip to Shreds, which is pretty exciting. So hopefully it'll get funded next year. So, but it's in the same genre, So he's family member. Like I said, his grandfather was Lon Chaney, who played the werewolf. And I'm like, tell me about him. He goes, well, the reason why he was so good because his mom was deaf. So he had to act everything out to his mom. And that's how he became the werewolf. I was like, wow, this is great stuff. So at any rate, that's really interesting that you would say that because, wow, Lugosi is like, really? Are you serious?
Yeah,
like,
and then
wow.
Gary Oldman.
Oh.
Okay, I love Gary Oldman.
Yeah, because everything
He's
that
crazy.
has to do with Dracula, I don't know, drives me
Well,
crazy.
Dracula is one thing. Gary Oldman's different. He's a psychopath.
He's Dracula too.
He played Dracula.
So tell me why Dracula characters?
Because I don't know, Dracula. I love the book. Okay, so that's like my dream movie that I would want to do one day is a version of Dracula.
Okay.
But it happens in Mexico
A
City.
remake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
That's
something
funny.
I would love to do.
Last
Does
radio
that make
show,
him a brown bat?
a brown bat? No. So for Halloween next year, I'm Dracula.
Oh, cool.
Like I always do the costumes a year ahead, so that's what we're working on. Mike, Alex, and one and I working on the Dracula. I like Dracula. I love sucking on girls' necks. I get them hickeys. If you guys ever want a hickey, let me know. I'll give you one for free. So that's interesting.
Yeah. Of
All
course.
right. So Carlos, this whole Dracula thing. What do you think about Pablo and Dracula?
I'll be standing by him, but I'm not gonna be in the movie. But I'll be
Okay.
behind the scenes.
Can I be Igor?
Yeah, you play good, Eagle. All right, we're gonna go into Randy's Jasmine and then go on to our next segment. Hit it, Randy!
Red 11.
Come on, baby.
Don't forget.
Ready, 11.
Red 11. No, 11.
You missed the vein.
Yep. I punched a river in the mouth once.
Oh.
I do my laundry naked to make sure I got it all.
I do no laundry, but yet again I wear my laundry.
I can tattoo underwater.
I can.
What?
We're like.
I can chew two separate pieces of gum at the same time.
I'm trying to think. This is a contest. I gotta get my thing going on. When I shoot up, I shoot gum in 3 pieces.
Easy, boy. Not that type of show.
And I have a house plane.
And I have a plane
Okay,
in
wait a
the
minute.
house.
Wait a minute. You have a what?
A house plane.
Okay.
House
You mean
plane.
like a
Instead of a
plane that's a
houseboat?
house?
A house plane.
Instead of a houseboat.
Oh.
Like
Did
a
you get
house
that,
map?
Pablo?
Like a house map?
No Nintendo.
No Nintendo.
All right, guys. Wow, that was Randy right there. I don't know what he was talking about today, but the year is almost over, guys. Hanging out with Influencia director Pablo Aura Langer, presented by Carlos Gallardo and Mariachi
sir.
himself. You see how I chop people's names up as we get into the show?
It's getting better all the time.
Really? All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with our shout-outs on Repo Radio. Okay, I'm going to go home, and I'm just going to go to bed.
No.
Gluten-free cookies.
Go home, get naked,
Yes.
And do your laundry.
talk to your wife. And probably he's gonna do the laundry. It's
So
like,
later.
dear, necesito algo. No, do the laundry.
All right, so then I guess I'm going to call my girlfriend and ask her if I can stay the night.
Eso chingado.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to
Es
do.
mejor idea.
La
Mucho mejor idea.
la
Ay,
amante,
ay, ay.
la amante, la amante,
Exacto.
la amante.
Ay, ay, ay. Let me call them up right now.
La casa chica.
Hey, Papi, I'll be right there.
Hey, papi. Ok, entonces, el amante.
Didn't you see El Michon with Benjamin Bratt?
That's good. That's good.
It's all fine. It's all fine.
But then again, he was making a joke. You know, he was with the joke, and I was like, and then he's like, oh, Poppy.
Man, bro.
You crushed it. You did the punchline.
I had to do that. That's right, guys. Repo Radio. It's the last radio show of the year, our Christmas show. We're hanging out with Pablo Aura Languer, director extraordinaire.
Yes, sir.
And we're talking about his awesome movie, Influencia. You guys can see that where, Pablo?
At the Lamley Theaters right now, and very soon on platforms.
Nice. Outstanding. And that is also presented
on where at?
On Encino.
Encino, which is Lemon number 5, I think.
Number 5, correct.
Wow. I can't, man, that's awesome. And it's presented by Carlos Gallardo and Mariachi himself. Red Con 1, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, and much more. So, Carlos, what are your final thoughts on this movie, Influencia?
For me, personally, Influencia is the second test the world governments did to Mexico. That's my very personal scenario. Pablo might be like, "What the hell is he talking about?"
No, that makes sense.
But that's my very personal scenario. There was the first test on SARS #1 was in 2002 in China.
Wow.
The second one was in Mexico. But a lot of people tend to forget that 2 weeks. The year was 2009. Yeah. They closed everything. But you have to understand, when you're in 2009 and you say they closed everything, it's bigger than anything. You go to 2020 where they closed the world.
Yep.
And I believe that it was the third, the third experiment or the third test they did, and they were so. Influenza is the second test to what was coming, which was now we're living it. But that's a very personal answer.
Wow.
I think the FBI is going to show up because they you know something. You know something.
Hi.
Something's always going on. And by the way, I love butterflies. So Pablo, what can you tell people to expect on your movie Influencia when they go watch it?
Well, they can expect. From what everybody tells me is like people never know where the story is going, so it has a lot of twists. It's a love story, it's a thriller, and it has a lot of magic going on. But special kind of magic is like a fairy tale that happens in the middle of the chaos in Mexico City. So a lot of people feels very attracted to this kind of story, and I heard a lot of great things from a lot of people, so I think you're going to enjoy it a lot.
Fantastic, man. And finally, if there's anything that you can tell your fans, what message do you have to your fans, and how can they actually follow you and get a hold of you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram. My handle is Pablo Aura, and of course on Twitter as well. And what I could tell you is that if you're a filmmaker, if you want to make films, just go and do them. Don't ask permission to anyone, because nobody has to give you permission. Just go and shoot your film.
That's right. We've been there, done that. All right. And also, Carlos. So, finally, man, I mean, we're listening to, Pablo, and you've been mentoring him, obviously, in so many different ways as you mentor a lot of people. And I guess a lot of these directors coming up under your expert tutelage are going to have the opportunity, which many people don't get. So, why is it that you feel that you want to do this to help other people?
I was today. I was thinking about that. They haven't asked me that question, which is it's a very important question, very interesting question. It's the recipe. Not all recipes are the same. Some of the things that really popped up when Pablo and another colleague called me, I said, you have to really think about marketing. Marketing in Hollywood is number one. That's why Hollywood is marketing.
Sure.
I mean, come on. Studios make everything out of marketing, and everybody wants to go see so and so based on all the marketing scenarios we have. So they understood that very well, which I don't have many conversations with people about that, because they just don't get it. They just want to go make a movie.
Yeah.
And they don't even care about distribution. They don't know about this, and they don't know about anything. But marketing is one of the most important things. So that was one of the clicks in my mind that came up. The rest, well, obviously I needed to see the films that he had done. I needed to sit down with him, what he thought about filmmaking and what he thought about a lot of things when you are executing a film. So all that recipe came to me, and I said, okay, I think we can do something. And so far, they have proven themselves to listen and to do what I believe it's the right path for them. Other people just don't understand. Other people don't listen. Other people listen too much of their egos. Other people are too much into themselves that they don't. Unfortunately, they don't even hear themselves.
Sure.
Saying, hey, there's Carlos talking over there. You should listen to him.
Right.
Because they're too much into their own scenario. And unfortunately, I met those people, and they had their chance. Yep. And they got the chance, and they're not going anywhere. And unfortunately, I'm not the one that says those things. I'm not the one that I'm going to judge them or anything. But Hollywood it's a very tough business, and you gotta, you have to respect people. You have to appreciate people. You have to know what you're doing. You have to, if you make a team like us, we have to, care for each other's backs as well.
Sure.
We have to understand what we're doing together. We have to understand if I'm not here, he will still be here in the conversation. I'm going to still talk about Pablo in the conversation if I was to be only here. Like I did cancel a couple of interviews because he wasn't there. So I said, well, why would I do those?
Well, it makes sense.
So I don't think that Hollywood is very selfish. So I think that if I can be the guy who is going to give somebody the spotlight, I think that that's not very common in Hollywood.
Agreed.
So
yeah, everybody's in it for themselves. They have an ulterior motive. So congratulations, Pablo, on Influencia. And, of course, congratulations on your relationship with Carlos Gallardo and Mariachi. Thank you guys so much for being on the show.
Red 11.
Thank you.
Red
so
11.
much.
Randy, any last words?
iTunes.
Yeah.
And Red 11 is on iTunes.
Oh, yeah, iTunes,
Yeah.
baby.
In all platforms. The movie just came out on Tuesday.
You missed the vein. You missed the vein.
The movie just came out on Tuesday.
And it's awesome.
And it's a $7,000 film. And
That's my favorite line. You missed the
directed by
vein.
Robert Rodriguez.
Oh,
and we did it again.
Outstanding.
It's a movie
Did it again.
to have fun. We can't.
Wow.
There's no history to be made. It's just a movie to have fun.
Hey, twice in a lifetime.
Twice. No, 3 times. Because
3 times?
I made El Mariachi, and then I made Single Action for $11,000.
Wow.
So this is yet another $7,000 film.
Three-peat,
And now
like the Lakers.
Pablo wants to make his $7,000. Just
I
like
definitely
just
want
like
to make
Chi wants to make his $7,000, and I'm like now bombarded with these people saying, "Let's make it $7,000." I'm like,
Do I hear 7,500?
After the right of Santa Muerte.
Oh my
After the right of Santa Muerte.
Randy, do I hear 8,000? 85, going once, 9,000. Randy, what you got to say, bro?
Not about the
Okay.
money.
Okay, I just want to give a shout out to everybody. We are off from the talk, so everybody, we'll be back soon. New episodes. The new year is going to be awesome. Shout out to, of course, all the hosts, and shout out to, of course, Pablo and Carlos for coming by. Shout out to Anna. We're thinking of you. Shout out to Fern, Bree, everybody in the High D. Yes, that's all I got.
Outstanding, man. Big shout out to our special guest here, Carlos Gallardo and Mariachi himself.
Happy New Year.
Yes,
Happy
and
New Year.
the director of Influencia, Pablo Aura Langer. Special
man.
shout out to my military troops, my son. I love you, man. Can't wait to see you. All your buddies over there at Fort Bragg. Appreciate you guys. And all our listeners, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Felices Fiestas, don't drink and drive. Have a great time. We'll see you next year on Repo Radio. Yeah. Yeah, we have to start over, guys. But we can't say the F word.
I was gonna say, wait, he just said the F
I'm like,
word.
what was that, dude? Mr. Gallardo?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yes, everybody, all the girls out there looking for bandidos right here.
Gotta keep you away from my girls. Carlos, are you sure you don't want to go to Thailand?
Bandidos in the house. Bandido doesn't want to go to Thailand.
Thailand is.
But we
awesome.
have we're hooked up there, bro. Not only do we're hooked up, but we have our production assistants. We're hooked up.
I know.
Been there, done that, right? Okay.
The women there have very firm handshakes, if you know what I mean.
Oh, no.
Did you ever see The Golden Child?
All right.
Oh, that girl.
Dude, are you
girl
kidding
from The
me?
Golden
I
Child.
still fantasize about her. Look,
Was she in Golden Pond?
She was golden whenever
Golden
she wanted to be.
Golden Girls?
All right, let's go.
Like that type of movie? Like the movie?
Oh,
That's what I do.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
Papito, I know the feeling. I went to a drive-in with a girlfriend.
Kinky.
50 Shades of Grey, man. And
Very.
in fact, I'll call her right now. Put her on
Very.
speaker notes. If Carlos wasn't here, I'd break down like a little bitch in tears.
You gotta keep your macho.
Bueno, I mean, it's like,
It's going to be the best show
It's
to get.
Chichen Itza.
Best show.
Se llama Titi Nitza.
¿Cómo?
What?
Titi Nitza. Because it's Chichen Itza. And one of the things that I've learned lately, it's too bad we're not on fucking in the air, but one of the things that I've learned is that we're on the same boat, different levels.
Yep.
Different levels.
Okay,
I'm in
I'm
the
going to
dinghy.
bring that up right now. Ready? We'll just redo
Shit,
that.
and
You
I
ready?
hate
Green
to
light.
do second
Yeah.
takes.
Don't
No,
forget
I
that.
hate fucking
I've
second
been
takes.
recording.
Everybody wants to see a hot Latina dance salsa. No mames, way, like Pablo says.
Taylor Swift, 32. Amy Lee, 40. Carlos Gallardo, 37. Not bad. Yeah.
And they're paying them in American dollars. I would
Okay.
do it for pesos.
So the way I see it, it's like, obviously, I'm just gonna be in the studio doing the voice. It's the best job in the
Oh
world.
my gosh.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm busy with mine. I'm busy with the TV show. I'm traveling.
It's
I'm doing-
hard.
It's
hard.
really hard. But what I could do is like,
That's what she said.
you know, you want a part in it or put me a part in your movie? I had
That was
one-
funny. That was just.
That's what she said.
That was fast.
Sneak it in.
There you are.
I want to remind everybody to go to youtube.com/Repo Radio, like and subscribe. Do it. Do it or your life is in danger.
What?
Just kidding. No, it's not.
Are we on
Just
there?
do it.
Are we on there?
No, this is for later at the end of the YouTube video. So yeah, youtube.com/Repo Radio, like and subscribe. Okay, just want to record
You're
that.
not going to be in danger, but.